dedication, friendliness, care, and a little bit of love. Melissa's a great instructor. She's great with us children that are teenagers and 20 and above. She has to be my favorite instructor at this college. Yeah. She's cool, she cares about us. She makes sure we're on the right path, the right feet. Held me through some hard times, some depressing times, some frustrating times. And then Melissa would say to me, "Don't worry about that. You're here to learn. You're here to be a great writer that you are."
My name is Melissa Jones. I've been at Clackamas for just since the fall. I started in September. Prior to working at Clackamas, I was a freelance writer and I taught at Mount Hood Community College. So I'm a former Oregonian reporter, so I moved to Oregon for that job. Did that for about 3.5 years, and then left the Oregonian in 2004 to write a book, a travel guide. And then after that came out, I just started freelance writing and teaching. I was teaching English at Mount Hood, so did that for about 3 years before coming here full time. But I still freelance right here. I still do some projects. What have I done lately? I do, when I was at the Oregonian, I did primarily newspaper writing, right? So in magazine writing when I was freelancing. But now I also do some PR writing, like corporate stuff. So I'm working on a project right now for Nike. It's really boring. Hopefully Nike never sees this. But it's updating some policies and procedures. So it's more technical writing, dry. But you know, even Nike needs, when you see like policies online, they need somebody to read it so it makes sense. So I do a lot of editing for them on that. I still do a couple things for the Oregonian, like I did kind of a goofy story in the fall about where high school seniors go after prom downtown. The job for sure. I taught English at Mount Hood, so the chance to teach journalism, which is what I've done for like 10 years, really spoke to me because I get to work with students like you, you know, try and get people thinking about good journalism, being good writers, photographers, thinking about how you can lay out a page so it looks good and you're getting people reading. And there's a lot of opportunity here. We're not online yet, you know, trying to get CNO and the print together and building a new website and helping students think in terms of digital media, which is, you know, where everyone's going to go, but while still having that foundation and being a good journalist. You know, I think that goes whether you're working for print or whether you're working for broadcast or whether you're working for online, you need to be a good journalist. So it's kind of fun trying to work with students on that. Right now I'm teaching editing and design, which is where we work on InDesign, which is an Adobe program to teach page layout, and we learn a little Photoshop. But it's also like writing headlines and how do you get people into the paper, into your website, so that they want to read it. I also teach, in the spring I'll be teaching reporting, which is the basics of, you know, how do you write a story, what are your rights as a journalist, what are the responsibilities as a journalist. And in the spring I'm also teaching mass media and society, which is kind of an analysis of how media react, how we as people interact with the media and back and forth, and what kind of society we have because of the media. And then next year I'm hoping to build a multimedia reporting class where we'll be doing more online slideshows, more digital things. I love working with the print. The students are really smart and they work really hard. It's a student paper. My challenge is, you know, I have a big mouth and I'm always offering advice, but fortunately I think the students who I work with push back and, you know, they take my advice and then they leave what they don't want. So, you know, we're constantly, every year, you know, every term, every 10 weeks we have new students on the paper, so it's a constantly changing beast. And some students have never written a story before in their life, so we kind of have to balance a student-run paper where people are new and learning on the job with wanting to be a quality paper that people pick up and read that provides good information to the community here, you know, at the college. But I love it. It's great. I think I work with really strong students, and I feel fortunate.